Welcome inside the CitrusTV studio. I'm Noah Cierzan here with an exclusive interview with the head coach of Army Lacrosse, Joe Alberici. Joe, thank you for joining us today. You guys got off to a hot start to the season, beating two ranked opponents and starting off 3-0. What do you credit that early success to?
Well, I think what I would give the most credit to on that is simply the fact that we were so competitive throughout the fall and into the early spring practices. So many positions were up for grabs. We were, just really practicing at a pretty high level, and showed in those games. And I think probably if there was just one, if you had to narrow it down, Noah, as for like one factor, that would be what I would point to for a hot start was just a competitive high level in practices leading up to it.
You guys definitely had a hot start to the season, but traveled to Poughkeepsie on Tuesday and had a tough loss at the hands of Marist. Are there any lessons you learned that you're going to take away and kind of try to implement those in Sunday's matchup against Syracuse?
Well, I think that, one of the things is there can be certain games, and there's not many on our schedule. I can't think of too many at all, but where a disparity of talent, in our favor or not in our favor, is so great that this thought doesn't hold true. And the one I'm going to share with you here, Noah, is the fact that the hungrier team wins. The hungrier team wins. And the fact of the matter is we weren't the hungrier team on Tuesday, and Marist has got talent, and we gave them an opening early, and they pounced on it, and then they didn't let up for 60 minutes. So, that's a lesson for us that I wish we didn't have to take. I thought we were understanding of that leading up to the game, because that was basically all we had talked about, and but yet it didn't come to it. So I'm not taking anything away from Marist. They played terrific and deserved a win, but we were certainly disappointed in our ability to execute what we wanted to do.
And when looking at the tape in preparation for this top 10 clash against Syracuse, have you spotted any weaknesses that you would like to exploit?
There isn't anything that jumps off the page and says, "Oh yeah, like this is where we're going to take advantage of Syracuse." They don't appear clearly through the first two games to have that sort of like glaring weakness. They're extremely athletic on the defensive side. I think they're breaking in some new guys, or playing some more minutes, playing some different positions, that sort of thing. But they've been so athletic, they've been able to work through some of maybe their issues, I guess. I mean, for lack of better words, maybe not being on time with some rotations and things of that nature. That's happened on occasion, but again, so athletic, and they've just been able to make the plays. So I'm sure Coach Rogers will have them, fired up and ready to roll this week. Haven't had a couple competitions under their belt. You saw the difference between game 1 and game 2 down there. They're very good goaltending. They're excellent. Kind of got a two-headed monster in the face-off, and great wings to support. And then we've already hit on their offense. They come at you in waves with their midfield, and then their attackmen are quick, athletic, savvy. Seem to have developed a chemistry pretty quickly. And have started to, although having known all of these players, coached against them and at other times, they've all kind of started to fit into some roles a little bit too, which they're capable of other things, but where Scanlon is kind of the guy at the end of the rainbow type of thing, and receiving the ball and scoring positions, and he's so efficient at doing that. And Rafus has always had good vision, but it seems like there's more of an emphasis for him to be a passer this year, having the likes of Scanlon around, and then Cook can break you down. with a ball in his stick, but he's so crafty without it too. So clearly a huge challenge on that side of the field too.
Once again, that was Joe Alberici, head coach of Army Lacrosse. The Black Knights will travel up to the Dome on Sunday when they take on Syracuse in a top 10 clash. We'll have all the coverage here on Citrus TV Sports. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Men's Lax beat reporter Cameron McCauley will be at the game covering all things Syracuse lacrosse. Until next time, I'm Noah Cierzan, Citrus TV.